Let me go. You're talking nonsense.
Insulting a police constable, eh? That's quite enough.
What's happening here, Constable?
Mr. Holmes, this gentleman here is the fellow who built the scaffolding which collapsed and caused this accident.
That ain't true.
How were you hurt?
This hammer hit me on the leg.
How?
It flew out from the scaffolding I put up. When the damn thing collapsed, the hammer flew out and cost me
You
leg.
were standing over there at the time.
Oh, aye. Yeah, that's right.
So it would not have been possible for him to bring the scaffolding down, Constable?
Perhaps it was poorly constructed.
Oh, right. Yes, of course. And what made it fall? Perhaps it was you, waving around that rotten stick of yours.
You'll wind up getting a taste of it if you carry on like this.
One moment, Constable. The scaffolding here has been entirely dislodged. It is unlikely that this disaster could have been the fault of this gentleman. Allow me to inspect the area, and if you could possibly be of use, close off the surrounding section. Do not grant anyone access, nor allow them to leave. Is that quite clear?
Absolutely, Mr. Holmes.
This accident is a little unusual. I need to concentrate on the details. I must include all the participants in the accident sequence. This cab hit the scaffold and caused it to fall. A common phaeton. An uncommon location. This horse was blinded by the flag, causing it to bolt into the window. The overturned lamps may well have caused the fire and explosion. A dead driver, another victim of the explosion. Celebratory bunting. The driver is dead. He was killed by the explosion. This cab was set on fire by the explosion at the lamp shop. This jaunting car would be capable of traveling at great speed. Might I ask you some questions regarding the accident?
No, you can't. Go away.
Might I ask you some questions regarding the accident?
It all happened so quickly. There was an explosion and my horse startled and threw me back against those wardrobes.
Might I ask you some questions regarding the accident?
It all happened so quickly. There was an explosion and my horse startled and threw me back against those wardrobes.
Those wardrobes fell like dominoes. The pumpkins fell here after the sprung cart collided. Good day to you, sir. Would you mind answering some questions? I'm investigating this accident. Are you the driver of this cart?
Yeah. I was transporting vegetables from my farm to the London market.
What can you tell me about the accident?
I don't know. There was a collision. I felt the ground. I come over all dizzy.
What did you collide with?
That contraption up in front of me. He stopped all of a sudden and I tried to avoid him, but I wasn't quick enough.
Do you have any idea what might have caused this cab to stop so sharply?
No idea.
An old sprung cart, which has seen better days. The old gas lamps in this square have been upgraded to electricity. That's it. This technical cab was involved in this tragic accident.
This is an absolute disaster. This is an absolute disaster.
This mechanism played a part in the accident, I'm sure of it. That's it. Might I ask you some questions regarding the accident?
Please. Not now. I'm in shock.
What do you make of this accident, Holmes?
My poor leg. Might I ask you some questions regarding the accident?
It all happened so quickly. There was an explosion and my horse startled and threw me back against those wardrobes.
What a bloody carnage!
This carriage was struck by the scaffold when it fell. Might I ask you some questions regarding the accident?
No, you can't. Go away.
Celebratory bunting. The rope holding the bunting was torn apart. A large section of it is now missing. I believe I've enough information about this accident. Now let's recreate the sequence of events. That's it. The technical cab's sudden halt caused this disaster, but the lamppost fell down afterwards. So why did the cab stop? There's a metal strapping. A tattoo. I suspect it's from a gang. This man was killed by electricity, as shown by the distinct mark on his hand. Rasco. Yes, I know him. He's a small-time local criminal. Some kind of solvent. A piece of fabric drenched in solvent. A piece of fabric drenched in solvent. Mud. Oof, smells bad. A pneumatic hammer. This man was armed with a revolver. Webley, I suspect. This cab was painted recently. There is some text underneath the paint here. Could be important. I'll need to find a way to remove this fresh paint. Underground Electric Railways Company of London.
I've not seen a traffic accident like this before.
Mr. Holmes?
There is some electrical wiring here beneath the manhole. There's no space for this lockpick. There's no space for this lockpick. I've not seen such a device before. The electrical charge which affected the technical cab came from here. A single glass containing traces of alcohol. An open bottle of cheap wine. I can see the technical cab very well from here.
Holmes, I was looking for you. I have an idea about the accident.
Never mind. This one is murder.
What?
What?
You? You're a murderer,
You're
eh?
off your head.
Are you sure, Holmes?
Oh yes. A murder and an accident, because the killer, by electrocuting the cab, created this chaos. And so this multiple crash is now our great chance.
Our great chance? Of what, Holmes?
The culprit could not have planned for this to happen, don't you see? And it is possible that he is still here due to the prompt arrival of the police. Now I see 5 men who could be our murderer. Let us take a look at the map.